Welcome back to our channel. As always, we're here to bring you the latest updates and deep dives into the biggest stories in entertainment, culture, and celebrity drama. And today we have a topic that's been setting the internet on fire. Kanye West is back in the headlines, and not for the right reasons. From his latest online controversies to his unexpected fashion choices and his involvement in yet another public backlash, there's a lot to unpack. So, sit back, grab a snack, and let's break down everything that's been happening in the wild world of Kanye West. Kanye West has once again found himself at the center of a massive wave of public outrage, with both fans and critics alike expressing strong disapproval over his recent online behavior and the controversial products he has been selling on his official website, Yeezy.com. Over the past few days, the internet has been in an uproar, with social media platforms flooded with heated discussions, reactions, and debates about Kanye's latest actions. While he appears unfazed, seemingly proud of himself and his decisions, his critics are relentless in holding him accountable. From everyday social media users to celebrities and even major organizations like the NFL, people are calling him out, demanding explanations, and insisting that he face the consequences of his actions. It is becoming increasingly difficult to interpret Kanye's recent behavior as anything other than reckless and problematic. To be honest, at this point, many are wondering if there's anything left that could still surprise them when it comes to him. Yet, somehow he always manages to escalate things further, making each new controversy even more shocking than the last. Over the past few days, his online activity has once again sparked widespread outrage, not just because of the inflammatory content of his posts, but also because of the way he continues to double down on his controversial opinions despite overwhelming criticism. From posting offensive tweets that many consider to be outright hate speech to exhibiting increasingly erratic behavior in public, Kanye West has once again solidified his reputation as one of the most polarizing figures in modern pop culture. And believe me, there's a lot to unpack regarding everything that has transpired in the past week. Kanye is no stranger to controversy, but just when you think he might lay low for a while, he returns to the spotlight with something even more outrageous than before. One of the biggest moments that had people talking recently was his appearance at the Grammy Awards, where he attended the event with his wife, Bianca Censori. What immediately caught everyone's attention wasn't just their presence but Bianca's outfit, or rather, the apparent lack of one. She appeared to be wearing nothing underneath a coat, which led to widespread speculation and concern. Many people online questioned whether she was genuinely comfortable dressing like that or if Kanye was pressuring her into it. While some argued that she was a grown woman capable of making her own choices, others pointed out that the situation felt unsettling. Even her sister posted about the red carpet moment, making some wonder whether Bianca's family truly supported her choices or if they were simply trying to present a united front. However, the drama at the Grammy Awards was far from the only controversy Kanye found himself embroiled in this past week. In the days that followed, he continued to post extensively online, and by the weekend, he went on a full-blown Twitter tirade that left the internet utterly shocked. His posts were not only inflammatory but also deeply offensive, filled with conspiracy theories, aggressive attacks on specific groups, and outright hate speech. The backlash was immediate and widespread, with many people demanding that his account be suspended once again. Even some of his past defenders, those who had previously excused his actions, found it impossible to justify what he was saying this time. It was simply too extreme. What made the situation even more shocking was that this wasn't the first time something like this had happened. People quickly recalled the numerous occasions in the past when Kanye had been banned from social media due to his anti-Semitic remarks. Despite facing consequences multiple times, it was evident that he had not learned from any of it. Once again, the internet erupted in a firestorm of reactions, with people flooding the comment sections of his posts, calling him out for spreading misinformation and harmful rhetoric. Even some celebrities who had previously remained silent about his antics felt compelled to speak up. Strangely enough, rather than backing down in the face of criticism, Kanye seemed to lean into it even more. He appeared to thrive on the backlash, almost as if he was deliberately provoking people. One of the most controversial aspects of his posts this past week was his vocal support for Diddy Combs, who is currently facing serious legal allegations, including multiple lawsuits. Despite the gravity of the accusations against Diddy, Kanye publicly expressed his unwavering support for him. He went as far as posting messages like, "Free Puff," and even tagged former President Donald Trump, urging him to free my brother Puff. But Kanye didn't stop there. He took things a step further by announcing that he would be launching a new clothing line in collaboration with Diddy, selling the collection through Yeezy.com. This move only intensified the backlash, as many saw it as an attempt to profit off of controversy. Yeezy.com itself played a major role in Kanye's chaotic week. During the Grammy Awards, he paid for an advertisement promoting his website, where he was selling all of his products for just $20. At first glance, it seemed like a typical promotional campaign, with the site offering hoodies and shoes without any branding or logos. However, as the week progressed, things took an even darker turn. The website was temporarily taken down, only to be relaunched with new products, including a shirt that Kanye claimed was part of his collaboration with Diddy. But perhaps the most disturbing moment of all came when reports emerged that Kanye was selling a jacket on Yeezy.com that bore an eerie resemblance to the clothing worn by singer Cassie in a now infamous hotel surveillance video involving Diddy. If you don't remember, last year, CNN released an exclusive report that included security footage from a 2016 incident in which Cassie and Diddy were caught in a disturbing altercation. The footage, which resurfaced after Cassie filed a lawsuit against Diddy, showed her attempting to leave their hotel room and heading toward the elevator, only for Diddy to aggressively chase after her. The video was deeply unsettling, reinforcing the allegations Cassie had made about their abusive relationship. To many, Kanye's decision to sell a jacket resembling the one from that harrowing footage was beyond inappropriate. It was downright disturbing. It raised serious ethical concerns about whether he was attempting to profit off of a highly sensitive and traumatic moment. At this point, it seems like Kanye West has reached a stage where controversy isn't just something he stumbles into. It's something he actively seeks out. Whether it's through his inflammatory online statements, his bizarre business decisions, or his continued defiance of public criticism, he appears to be deliberately pushing boundaries in a way that many find deeply troubling. The question now is, how much further can he go before the backlash becomes irreversible? When this video surfaced, it sent shockwaves throughout the entire industry, providing undeniable proof of some of the traumatic experiences she had endured. And yet, here we have Kanye West, making a complete mockery of the situation through a series of disturbing tweets. And honestly, it's beyond sickening. In one of his posts, he wrote that when a man truly loves a woman, he expresses it through rage. He went on to say, "I sympathize with both sides. You have to really love someone to reach the point of risking everything." If that wasn't unsettling enough, he then proceeded to sell the exact same jacket that she was wearing, branding it as a love hoodie and listing it for sale on his website. This left people completely speechless. Like, what do you even say to that? How twisted does your mind have to be to publicly post and defend something so grotesque? There is no way to sugarcoat it. It's disgusting, it's repulsive, and it's downright messed up. But Kanye didn't stop there. He continued to double down, tweeting "Free Puff," and claiming that he was still working on a project they had started before Diddy was arrested. And at this point, honestly, just lock him up too. Put him in there right alongside Diddy. Let them sit in the rec room together, make music together, and fight over commissary snacks like it's the old days. Because at the very least, we've seen Cassie's video. Even if, and we all know it's not the case, but even if every other accusation against Diddy were false, we have literal footage of what he did to that woman. And even if he only did that once a year throughout their entire relationship, it still wouldn't be enough jail time to make up for the damage he caused. And as if all of this wasn't enough, Kanye then went ahead and bought a 30-second Super Bowl ad that left viewers utterly confused. The ad? A low-budget, bizarre video of Kanye filming himself inside a dental office, wearing sunglasses, saying, "You guys know I spent my whole budget on my new teeth, so I'm just filming this on my iPhone. Go to Yeezy.com. Now, let's put this into perspective. Super Bowl commercial slots can cost up to $8 million. And yet, Kanye decided to use his airtime to run this bizarre, self-promotional campaign that left people everywhere scratching their heads. Like, what the hell was that? What exactly did we just witness? It was weird, it was awkward, and honestly, it was unsettling. But that wasn't even the most shocking part. The real horror began when fans who actually went to Yeezy.com were greeted with something far worse. Instead of a typical clothing drop, the site was selling only one single item, a plain white t-shirt featuring a certain symbol. And I don't even know if I can say what it was here, but let's just say it was an anti-Semitic emblem being sold for $20. This immediately sparked outrage across the internet. People were horrified by Kanye's actions and began calling out the NFL for airing the commercial in the first place. The fact that this ad was not only approved but actively encouraged viewers to visit the website and purchase that specific item? Completely unacceptable. Now, here's where things get even more concerning. Kanye's website had been updating every few hours. So at the time this Super Bowl ad was greenlit, it's entirely possible that whoever approved it saw something completely different on the site. I mean, just a week ago, hell, even just a few days ago, his site looked completely different. So I honestly have no clue what was originally on there when they gave it the go-ahead. But that raises an even bigger question. Why was no one checking this? How did a major platform like the NFL allow something like this to slip through the cracks? I get it, maybe not every single website or advertiser gets a full, in-depth investigation before their ads air. But this is a massive oversight. There needs to be real consequences for this because you cannot allow this kind of message to be broadcasted on national television. I don't know the exact legal implications here, but this is insane. And honestly, it's been one of the biggest topics of discussion online because people are absolutely stunned that this even happened. The NFL now finds itself in a position where it has to answer for Kanye's actions. Because let's be real, they let this ad run. And Kanye? He didn't stop there. After his Super Bowl stunt, he tweeted, "I spent all my money on these teeth, so here's my 32-second ad." And this is where he straight up deceived people. If you had gone to Yeezy.com just the night before, you would have seen a completely different storefront. The site had lounge sets, sneakers, shorts, hoodies, sweatshirts, just a normal-looking Yeezy drop. But then, after his Super Bowl ad aired, everything changed. The entire site was wiped, leaving only that one offensive t-shirt. And here's where the NFL really needs to explain itself. Because by approving this, they essentially gave a global platform to one of the most blatantly offensive stunts we've seen in years. Now, trust me on this, do not go to that website. If you're curious, just take my word for it. It's there. But at this point, the NFL needs to answer for this because they should have thoroughly vetted this ad. And hopefully, after this disastrous stunt, Kanye is never allowed to buy another Super Bowl ad again. At least that's what should happen. But who knows? And after all of this, Kanye once again took to Twitter posting about the Super Bowl before suddenly logging out. He even thanked Elon Musk for keeping his account active, saying that Twitter had become a safe space for him to rant. But then his account was gone, just like that. And honestly, maybe that's for the best, because his recent behavior has crossed so many lines that at this point, there's no defending it. I don't usually give my personal opinions, but this time, there's just no denying it. What he's done is cruel, appalling, and completely unacceptable. Hopefully, with him being off Twitter, he takes a long break from the internet altogether. Because this is too much. But that's why people have been calling him out nonstop this past week. Now, I want to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts on all of this? It's heavy, it's intense, and there's just so much to unpack. But let me know what you think in the comments. And that's where things stand right now. At this point, it's hard to say what Kanye's next move will be. But if history has taught us anything, it's that the controversy never really stops. Whether it's his reckless online behavior, his questionable business decisions, or the way he continuously pushes the boundaries of what's acceptable, he always finds a way back into the headlines. But this time, feels different. The backlash is louder, the consequences are more serious, and even some of his most loyal supporters are finally starting to draw the line. So what do you think? Is Kanye too far gone? Do you think he'll ever face real consequences for his actions? Or will he somehow manage to bounce back once again? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear what you have to say. And before you go, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our latest updates. We'll be keeping a close eye on this situation, and trust me, there's always more to the story. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.